Howdy, welcome back to Taco Talks Hockey. Last night is proof that you can't pick 'em all, and we all have off nights. I only picked one game out of the four correctly. First one, I picked the Canes, and they did me dirty once again. Spencer Knight picked up his 40th, picked up a 40-shot shutout. And the Hurricanes just couldn't get anything done offensively from what I watched. Penguins and Capitals. I picked the Caps to win. The Penguins took it. The Penguins snapped a 7-game lose streak, so maybe there's some light for that team. Crosby seemed jovial afterwards in his interview. Candid, if you will. First win of the year for Casey DeSmith. Canucks and Canadiens. I picked the Canucks and the Canadiens beat them. Canucks couldn't stay out of the box. Kirby Dach drove home that final goal for a 5-2 win. Wild and the Ducks. I picked correctly. The Wild won. The Zegras goal got called back. Kulikov was offside. Something that I watched happen a lot last season with the Wild. Now he's your problem. Connor Dewar, spirited tilt with Beaulieu. Kids got sand. Beaulieu did not return. Took a couple stiff shots straight to the chin, and despite being the bigger, tougher guy, I think he took the L. If you count the fact that he didn't come back to the game, I think that's a win for Dewey. Scrappy stuff defending Kaprizov. You love to see that, especially with the younger guys that are kind of new to the league. Standing up for your star player is something you have to do sometimes. And the Wild got it done. It's their 11th straight win over the Ducks, and they're back over 500. Gustafson's first win in a Wild uniform. Happy to see that. Hopefully see a little more confidence out of that number 2 spot. On to tonight's games. There's 10 going on. First one is the Rangers and the Red Wings. A little original 6 matchup. I'm picking the Red Wings. No one really expected them to do well this season, but they're playing better than the Rangers, who everyone thinks is going to be a cup contender by the end of the year. Flames versus Bruins. I'm picking the Bruins. They did lose their second game finally. Snapped that long win streak that they were on, but they're already back on track, right up there with the Golden Knights for best team in the league right now. So I'm picking the Bruins on that one. Flyers and the Blue Jackets. I'm picking the Flyers. Blue Jackets have been pretty bad, and the Flyers are still hot, so Flyers there. Oilers and the Hurricanes. Canes lost last night, and the Oilers are still, one of the best teams in hockey right now with that Draisaitl McDavid line. No signs of that slowing down. Knights and Sabres. This one's going to be a tilt. If I know hockey at all, this one's going to be a very spirited, tough, gritty game. I think the Sabres are still a little butthurt about Jack Eichel, and they've got a couple former Knights with Alex Tuch, Tage Thompson. I really want to go with the Sabres, but the Knights have been playing so well, I think I'm just going to stick with my pick on the Knights. I don't know. I don't really see any signs of them slowing down, so, yep, Golden Knights over the Sabres. Senators and Devils, seems like a no-brainer on that one. Going with the Devils, still on a nice long win streak, and the Senators have not been playing great. Coyotes versus the Islanders. I'm picking the Islanders, who have been fairly strong. Coyotes, not so much, which really isn't a surprise to anybody. Sharks and Blues, two cellar dwellers in the West. I think the Blues do have a slightly better record. I could be wrong, probably wrong, but I'm picking the Sharks. Predators versus Colorado, taking Colorado. Predators have been spotty at best, and Colorado not having the season everyone expected, but we did expect them not to have the same season as last year after they gave up a bunch of their team because they won the cup, and you can't afford to keep everybody after something like that. Last game of the night is Blackhawks versus the Kings, and I'm taking the Kings. Part of me really wants to take the Blackhawks for this game, but I don't like them. And the Kings have been doing pretty well. I am surprised that the Blackhawks are having the season that they've had so far. Kind of a middle of the road team when everybody expected them to be at the bottom. But so that's it for my picks. Later tonight, I will have a guest host, and we'll be talking about some different hockey stuff. Probably keep an eye on the games while we're watching. Might have to age restrict this one because, well, we talk about some pretty goofy things at times, and probably not child appropriate, depending on what kind of parent you are, if you're a parent. But yeah, stay tuned for that. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe to my videos, leave a comment. Maybe we'll talk about it with my guest host. But, try to stay dry out there. Hopefully it doesn't snow. It's pretty humid here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Peace out.